To today's lesson. On today's lesson will be service area of cylinders, as you've seen on the board. But before I come to that, let me do a question of wedges. And a wedge is a shape that looks like this. In an exam, you can ask to find the service area. The service area. Now I'll do service area and volume at the same time, so that I don't do it another time. So how do we get service area first? Service area is our number A. Now for us to be able to get service area, remember what I said in the beginning when we were doing service area of circles, that what we need to do is to get the area of the shapes, the faces. These are faces. We have this one face, we have the other side a face like that, we have the one on top, below, and on the other side. So that is what exactly we are looking for. So for us to be able to get the service area of this particular diagram, we have this part here. How do we get area of this? Because this part is a triangle. So area of a triangle is half times base 12 times height 5. And how many are they? There are two. We have this one, and the other side we have another one. So that will give us 30 times 2, which is 60. 60 centimeters squared. That is for this one and the other side. Then we have this top part of it, the surface area of that, which will be 10. So we have the other side, which measures 10 by the length, which is 10 times 5, which is 50 centimeters squared. Then we have the below side, this one here. This measures 12 by 10, which is 120. You add there. So we have we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 50 face, which is measuring 10 by this is 12, 5, so this is 25 plus 144, 169, this is 13 centimeter. So 10 by 13, you get 130. So this will give you the total of 0, 5, 10, 16, carry 1, 3. So 360 centimeters squared will be the total. Now, if you want to get the volume of the same, volume is very easy now in this case. Volume of this one is cross-sectional area times length. The cross-sectional area, you look at this face, it is triangular in shape. So what is the area of that? Half times base 12 times height 5 times the length. The length is this one, which is 10. So times 10. So this will give you 30 times 10, and this will give you 300 centimeters cubed. Remember, this is not area, it is volume. 300 centimeters cubed. So I thought I was supposed to do that before I deal with the service area, because there's a question about that in the work that I'm going to give you later. So from there we move to service area of a cylinder, and I won't waste a lot of time in this, because we know what cylinders are. I will draw one here. That is a cylinder. Now a cylinder looks like this. A cylinder has 3 shapes. There are 3, but in reality there are 2, because these 2, we have the top part and the below part are circular. So that's one circular shape. Then we have the curved surface. What is going around on this side? So a cylinder looks like this. We can have both an open cylinder and a closed one. When it is open like this, then we say it has one circular part. The other one on top is not there. So we have only the one below here. So we have circular part and a circular part and a curved surface. So in case you want to get the surface area, it's very, very easy for us to be able to get that. Now, for us to get surface area, we need to understand all about a cylinder. We have said a cylinder has 2 circular parts and a curved surface. Why a curved surface? The round one. The round, if you remove this top and remove the bottom, you remain with a curved surface, a round thing that has no circular parts, but is through like what if you cut a good example is a pipe. A pipe has no circular part, circular ends. It is open on both sides. So that is a good example of a curved surface. And that's why if you ask about the surface area of a pipe, you never include the circular parts because they are not there. So you only calculate the curved surface area. So for us to be able to understand this, we cut this cylinder into two like this. If you cut into two, you will have a face or a shape looking like this. This shape is the circular, the curved surface. You have just cut it and stretched like it, like this. So you'll form something like this, a rectangular shape. Remember, if you bring this end to this end, you'll form again something that looks like this. Open one like this. But when you cut it like this and you stretch it, you arrive to this thing here. Then you have the two circular parts, one above and the other one below. So if you can coil this one, you can form this one end comes and enters here until here. This other end enters and forms a cylinder now in this case. So for us to be able to get surface area, we need to get the areas of these three shapes. The first area is a circular part. But before that, I want us to be able to find the measurements of this particular rectangle because it's a rectangle. So assuming this measures 10 centimeter. Our height of that cylinder is 10 centimeter. Now this should be transferred to here. So this becomes the height, which is the width. So 10 centimeter. So the width of this rectangle is 10 centimeter. This height becomes the width of the rectangle. Then we want now to get the distance from here to here. I will refer you back to class 7 when we were dealing with circumference. If you have understood just what I've said, this edge here, if you pick a thread and wound on this edge here, on the cylinder like that, and then put it somewhere here, you wound it like this. If you strike this particular thread, it is going to exactly fit on that particular end, meaning that this particular thread is equivalent to the circumference of that particular circle. Because we have said the cylinder is circular in shape. So if you want some thread here, like that, it's going to fit exactly on this particular end. So meaning that the distance here is the circumference of this circle. And our circle here is having a radius of 7 centimeters. So how do we get circumference? Because circumference will be the distance around this figure. Remember we have moved the thread around this figure, the cylinder, like that. And we touch it somewhere there. Then we stretch, we find it's this one. So circumference is equal to pi d. That will be pi 22/7. The diameter is the radius times 2. This is the radius times 2, 14. That will give you 44. So this distance is going to be 44 centimeters. And this distance in this case, it is the circumference. So the distance here is circumference of the circumference of the circle. Now we have known how to get area of this now. The area of this particular rectangle, area of a rectangle is equal to length times width. And we have our length 44 centimeter times our width, which is 10 centimeter. So this area is going to be 440 centimeters squared. 440 centimeters squared will be our area of that particular rectangle. Then we move to finding the area of the two circular parts. How do we get area of a circular part? Area of a circle is pi r squared. But there are two, we multiply that by 2. There are two circular parts of the same size. So this is going to be area 22/7. The radius is going to be 7 times 7 pi r squared times 2. That is going to be 154. times 2, which is going to be 308. 154, 154. So the area of the circular pass is 308. So the total surface area is equals to 308 plus 440. 847. So 748 centimeters square is going to be the surface area of that particular cylinder. But because now I cannot be doing that every day, we need to come up with a formula that we are supposed to use here to get this without breaking the cylinder into parts. So if you can have a formula. Let's see whether I can be able to get a formula. Area of the circular pass. The area of the circular pass, we got it by getting the two circular paths multiplied by pi r squared. Pi r squared is the formula of getting one area of one circular path. But there are two, so 2 pi r squared. Then the area of this of the rectangle, which is the curved surface, the curved surface area. The curved surface, let's say call it curved surface area. It's we got it by getting length times width. But this came as a result of getting what is our length in terms of our pi will be pi d. How did we get the length? By pi d, getting pi d. So pi d. Then our width was the height. So if you take pi d times height, you get the area of the curved surface. And therefore, that means if you want to calculate surface area of any particular cylindrical shape, you just get the area of the two circular paths, 2 pi r squared, plus add to the area of the curved surface, which is pi dh. And that gives us the formula. So in this case, we are going to say, if it's a closed cylinder is going to give us area will be calculated. If it's closed, just both circular paths. So 2 pi r squared plus pi dh. If it is open cylinder, an open cylinder, meaning that one circular part is not there, like what I showed you with my cylindrical shape. One is not there. So we are going to have one circular path. How do we get area of one circular path? Just pi r squared. Because you cannot write the 1 pi r squared here. It's not important. So we get one circular part by pi r squared. But this will not change. If you remove one circular part, this still remains. So it's going to be there. So that is pi dh. So Lana, this is how we get surface area of both open and closed cylinders using these formulas. If you use this formula, you are going to get it very clear. Pi r squared plus pi dh for open cylinder, and then 2 pi r squared plus pi dh for a closed cylinder. So I want us to do two questions, and then we move to something else. I want to give you a question here. A closed cylindrical tank has a height of 200 centimeter. A closed one, So it has a height of 200 centimeters. This is 200 centimeter. That is the height. And the diameter of 126. The diameter is 126 centimeter. The question is, what is the total area of the sheet of metal used to make this tank? If they want to use metal sheet to make this tank, what will they use? What amount of centimeter squared will they use in terms of the L sheet? Now, because it's close, we pick this formula. Area will be equal to 2 pi r squared plus pi dh. Simple as that. So our area is going to be 2 times pi, 22/7 radius. Because this is diameter 126, the radius is going to be 63 times 63 times 63. You put a bracket plus pi dh, pi 22 over 7, the diameter is going 126 times and height 200. Simple as that. So by 7 by 7 we said 9. So this is going to be 44 times 9, get 6, that's 6, that's 9, then times 63. You get 18, carry 1, 27, 28, carry 2, 9, 11, 6, carry 3, 54, 57, carry 5, 18, 23, 8, 4, 9, 4, 2. So this is going to be 24948 centimeters squared plus the area of this. This is going to be 7,156,8. So 18 times 2, just leave the zeros. 18 times 2 is 36. Then that's 6 times 22. That's 6 times 22. You get 12. Carry 1, 7, 2, 7. This is going to be 297. So 792, then plus 2 zeros, like that. 79,200 centimeters square. So the total service area will be equal to, take that plus 79,200. Get 8, 4, 1, 10, 4, 9, 10. 104,148 centimeters square. 148 centimeters square. So that will be the total area of the metal that will be used, iron sheet that will be used to make that particular cylindrical tank. The next one, you are told you are given a material. So, the area of a curved surface of a cylinder is 968. So curved surface area is equals to 968 centimeters squared. And its height is 22. The height is 22 centimeters. Then the question is, what is the diameter of the cylinder? What is the diameter? What is the diameter of the cylinder? This is very easy, learner. For you to be able to get this question, you must understand how we get the curved surface area. So we only need to get the formula of getting curved surface area. And the curved surface area is gotten by the, remember curved surface area is, I told you, is the rectangular shape. And we did this by pi d, we got this, and then the height. So it's calculated by pi d times h. So pi d h. Simple as that. So in your formula, if you replace what you are given here, you will definitely get this answer. So do we have the curved surface area? Yes, 968. You see, 968 is equal to pi 22 over 7. The diameter is not given, but the height is given. The height is 22. So you replace what you have in the formula exactly where you are getting it. So in this case, this is going to be 44. 22 times d times 22 is 22 times 22, get 484 over 484 d over 7. So this, in this case, 484 d over 7 is equals to 968. So both sides multiplied by 7, multiplied by the LCM, you remain with 7 times 968 is equals to 484 d. Remember, we don't want 484 d, we want 1 d. So you divide by both sides by the coefficient of d, which is 484. So 484. So our d is going to be, which is the diameter, is going to be, if you multiply this by 2, 484 by 2, get 9. So about 484 1 by 484 2. Get 7 times 2 is 14. So our diameter is going to be 14 centimeters. As simple as that, learner. Our diameter is 14 centimeters. So if you are given the curved surface area, follow the formula of getting the area of a curved surface, which is pi dh. Replace what you are given in the formula in this formula, and it will still remain with your answer. I must mention something else about solids, because that is very, very important. But you can as well do it another day. So I want to do one which is having an open cylinder, and then I will deal with solids tomorrow, and solids and troughs, very, very important. So you are told an open cylinder has a radius of 14 centimeter and a height of 20 centimeter. Find the surface area. Line number one, you must understand that this is open. So whenever it's open, just draw an arrow after drawing the figure. So what is the formula of getting area of an open cylinder? Area is equals to pi r squared. Because one circle is not there, we cannot say 2 pi r squared, because one is not there. Plus pi d h. Very, very important. Area will be equal to 22 over 7. The radius is going to be 14 times 14 plus pi 22 over 7. And the diameter is going to be twice the radius, which is 28, and the height is going to be 20. So by 7, 1, by 7, 2, that is 44 times 14 is 616 centimeters squared, plus 88 times 2 is 176, then you add 10 centimeters squared. If you add the two, 1760 plus 416, you get 6, 7, this is 1, 2. So you are going to get the total surface area as 2,176 centimeters squared. 176 centimeters squared. So that's how you do it. And I've done for a closed cylinder, I've done the one for curved surface area, and I've done the one for an open cylinder. So all of them you have seen how we calculate them. But most importantly, before you tackle any question, you start by writing the formula. That will help you arrive to the answer. So having said that, I want you to do this work on page exercise 70, on page 112 to 113, number 1 to 9. Don't attempt number 10, because I'll teach it tomorrow, and then I'll show you how to do it. So until next time, learner, I want to wish you all the best. Remain safe, stay at home, sanitize, and be a busy person. God bless you.